It's good, yo. Guys, I have one thing that I kind of want to say that has been kind of irritating me, I guess you can say, more or less, when it comes down to the future and just how some of our kids that are trying to become heroes that have been through ridiculous stuff are being still treated as a whole. I feel like because not only are they kids? I understand that they want to treat them as kids. They want them to feel like they have that luxury to be able to, still have fun, still do things that all their kids without powers or kids that were, young or older now, but were young at one point got to experience. They want them to experience that stuff, which is cool. I get it. But at the end of the day, there's so much going on with everything in the grand scheme of the League of Villains. And not only was there a huge battle against the Mafia and they took them out, but after the fact, a hero loses his life after the battle is already won, which cost a hero his life, right? So two heroes die in the overall outcome of a battle that seemingly the heroes thought they had the big advantage in, but turned out that nah, it was a pretty fair game for anybody to take. So now that we're in a position to really see the rest of the heroes not be on this probation period where they can't really go out and do anything, but I feel like this was another reason why I think Bakugo is such a more um, bigger player to the game than he's coming off as. Because for sure he is the endeavor of Dekkun's, right? Like he is the epitome of what Endeavor is to All Might, and the Dekkun rivalry stuff like that is a perfect uh like retelling, I guess you can say, of what maybe was going on between the two of them and just how things can switch. Not only that, Todoroki as well could play that role as Endeavor, seeing how he's more or less, working on the whole charismatic part and being able to be talked to by kids and approached without being scary like Bakugo. But we know Bakugo means well, and I think him ever turning evil is now at this point kind of mute, in the point of just like it's more of just a fan theory than seemingly should pop up at any given time, in my opinion. But you know how anime is, it can be unpredictable, which is one reason why I'm so passionate about it. And another thing about it is some shows you just can't read the author's intent. Sure, people are already ahead of the game when it comes down to having more information than me from the manga, but I still feel like Bakugo is going to become and do some ridiculously dope things that are going to put him on the board, much like he's already done time and time again by winning, some of the most important events to be seen. But here's my gripe with treating them like kids is now that the kids have even helped out in taking out the mafia, taking out someone who's like the top of the top villains because other villains are in jail, you are going to allow them to then have a school festival and, kind of just lower their defenses. And we've seen that even when they were in safe hands, supposedly, of all the teachers who are watching the event take fold to get their license, we know a League of Villain person got into that, so all of the, and they know a League of Villain, they break it up this week. So then it draws the conclusion of why are you still acting as if they have the luxury to be treated like kids? Like they need one teacher to be teaching them all things that can benefit them. They need to be focusing more on training and understanding tactical things in the case of, not throwing yourself out there or getting civilians hurt just because of, not going in with a battle plan and stuff like that, You need to see them work together with other people. Like, for instance, this week, but just with more serious implications behind it. I mean, which with the kids, it is pretty serious because they shape the future of my hero in the future, in the coming years. So if they're pieces of crap and they don't think that heroes are even all that, you might have seen a whole bunch of kids in school planning on turning into villains, right? So it's a very interesting way of this show always putting out any way, shape, or form the fact of what is possible in this world and what is probably going to wind up happening if things aren't changed for the better, which we know now that um, our kids are capable of even shaping or at least guiding these uh, bad kids into a better direction for themselves. So I'm just looking forward to seeing mostly Bakugo's progression through the rest of everything because even him just casually asking Dekun in a way that still sounds like he hates the guy's guts because he's trying to stay true to his character for the rest of the series, he still is the reason why Dekun is kind of understanding that there's someone out there that he has shared, what's going on with All Might's power and stuff like that, which we thought his felt like his identity was given up was found out this week again, like he has the power of All Might, which wasn't the case, but kind of close, right? Like it almost sounded like he's like, your body doesn't fit, your power doesn't fit with your body as well, just like mine. And I have a little bit more respect for Laser Boy after the end of this. I do hope to see something well with all these characters because they're just so uh, like innocent. They're so um, close to being molded into whatever they can truly become. And it feels like any one wrong misstep can turn these kids into deadly adversaries for anyone once they continue to master their quirks and stuff like that. So, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I definitely plan on talking to you guys sooner than later. Um, I will have some changes to my schedule sooner or later, and I hope you guys do not mind the change a little bit if stuff comes out later than normal. It's just because stuff has started to change, but I will still try to get things out to you as quickly as possible, regardless of the fact. So, with all that being said, look forward to your boy dropping content whenever I can, and thank you so much for the support. I hope to give you something to watch sooner than later. So, with that, peace.